Hey, it's Cart 36, and we are live doing Anzac, France, and Russia 2. I'm waiting for the actual board game to appear to confirm that we are sharing screen. Good, we are up and running, and here we go. So fantastic experience so far. Really challenging setup, and this is the situation with the Italians. They have just basically done a little turtling. They are strong and powerful. Remember that they need 125 to win. They're at 116 right now. So, you know, not losing territories becomes just as important as gaining territories with 8 hours and 45 minutes worth of. So, all right, let's get going because the count is. I'm going to start the count just as soon as I press done tokens. But I did want to show you what Italy did. They did keep things close. I thought maybe a can opening tank could have been really handy, and I didn't think. Um, well, uh, I think Italy looks scared to me, but I chose my plan went well, and this airbase was pretty important. Without this airbase, he really could have split my empire in two. Uh, and also, of course, at that point in time, then you're talking about, you know, hampering the American experience. And so this airbase was really important for me, and glad I did it. If he would have hit this, I would have not scrambled. Um, and so he had kind of had to choose why do you do it, and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, there you go. I'm hitting it, and there we go. We are in, and Anzac is going to buy a destroyer, believe it or not. Tempted to buy a transport. I see all the great players buying lots of transports. I am not yet there, honestly. So, and I do want to buy a sub, but I'm really interested in the blocking aspect right now. That's what I'm really playing with. How can I block up him so that he's devoting 2 aircraft for every one of my destroyers on the board? Let's see what I can do. Destroyer wars, what I call it, small navy war. Do not despise the day of small things. Okay, so real simple, not too much combat, I don't think, but I'm putting that guy over there. Um, this guy's going over here. I want to be able to pull the pizza dough strategy. This certainly looks pretty good to me. I don't think I'm going to Java. I think I'm going to, in order to get the bonus, I have to get all three of these, which is pretty challenging. Um, so I think what I'm going to do, well, I know this is what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to go here, pick up this guy, and go here, and pick up this guy and this guy. Basically, he'll stay still. So that's it. This guy is going over here. Pull this back. And then I do have an Anzac unit over here, and he will. We're past the turn. I think I'll hold my ground there. So active units. I think that's it. I mean, I could have tried to hit this, but with the English, I can't hit it with the Anzacs. But I think this might be more important. So I'm going with it. This is what I'm thinking. All right, that's it. Put this here. Really building a challenging second Navy in the South Pacific to stretch them out. And an active transport or two in the South Pacific. And we'll see how he does it. All right, so 12 bucks. All right, we're gonna go with the French, and then I'll do a recap, and we'll go to turn two. French over here, they're just gonna move up. I'm trying to figure out where that's going. So I think the bigger risk, the bigger danger is Japan. I'm much more nervous about Japan than I am. So I'm going to take that French destroyer over to 958, and then this is going to come over, obviously. And then he did not. He's right here. I'm gonna and I think that looks really good. I 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 versus 7, 8. I would love to throw that plane right here, but I think I won't. So we're good, I think, unless I want to pull something right here, which I don't. Why not? Let's do one round of combat. One single round. I missed, and that's it. Retreat to Algeria. All right, that's it. That's done for the French. All right, let's do it. So French have two infantry and a fighter in UK, two infantry in Algeria, one in French Central Africa, and one destroyer in 58. The Anzacs have two infantry in Egypt, and they have a destroyer, two fighters, and a transport in 56 with an infantry artillery in Western, and then 62 as a cruiser destroyer and four infantry, one anti-aircraft in New South Wales, one infantry in New Zealand. That's it. Okay, so now we move on to turn two. Let's check, actually, we'll check at the end of this turn. They're still at 116. Let's see if we can change that number. Now, pretty obviously, we can change it because he did not leave blockers here. So pretty obviously, I can change that. So what are we going to do? So trying exactly to figure that out. Um, let's finish the tech. And we are going to let's go for 10. And then we're going to buy a fighter. That's yeah, I like that. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we think that he could play 16. He has $56. Americans, 73, 70, $56. So that if you just did infantry, that's going to be 24 plus 30 is $54. So I mean, 16 units does make a difference, but let's take a look at my players right now on the board. Russians have 61 units on the board. The Germans have 79. Okay. But he does have quite a number over here and up here. So, okay, I'm going to do some stuff which I did not plan on doing, but I'm going to put some stuff up here to cause some trouble. I just do not want him to grab anything that's worth $1. Um, and I don't want to do it for cheap. So let's go. Oops. I kind of do think I should not let him have anything for free. All right, and here would be sort of a bigger one, could say. I don't have to put a lot into that battle. I mean, I want to win it, but I wouldn't be afraid not to win it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. think I'm pulling back there. Let's not do that yet. All right, we're gonna throw another one in there just in case. I don't want to do that, but and then this one can be like a freebie. If I can win these two, it's got no can openers, so I can hit Western pretty hard, actually. Yeah, I'll put one, two, three. Yeah, let's put all the airplanes in there. Then we can just bunch up here. Yeah, that's what we can do. We'll put this one in Smolensk. I'm not 100% sure about that. And move things forward. All right, and then down here, here's some significant things. I'm going to go into Eastern Persia with that. This guy's going here, and then we'll just move these guys forward. Okay, down here, everything moves forward. Trying to put some pressure on that northern, but I think the tank is going to go down here, like a little bit of a oomph to my no, nope. Oh, let's keep that up there. Let's keep it up there. Yeah, we need a little puff in our chest. All right, that's it, I think, and everything else looks satisfactory. Bessarabia, boom. I all those I get one hit. It's pretty funny. And I get the two, and he gets no. Oh, nice. That is a what's that called? Immaculate. I'll throw that up there. I'm gonna throw two up there. Yeah, because that'll let's deal with that right now. Let's just say that these seven, that's seven, that I'll be happy with that. He does have a transport. Let's put one of those back. All right, that's good, satisfactory. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna actually go and move these guys down here. All right, I think we're good. No, I am gonna move one of those down there. Okay, good. All right, that's it. Pretty simple stuff. Uh, this guy's three. I'm gonna put a plane here because he would then have to put planes into 115 to cover the invasion. That becomes a bit of a logistical problem. Maybe one, two, three, four, and I can always refuse to scramble too, right? So yeah, I think we're good that way. Three there, and then we'll put five there. I think we're good. Um, $42. It's pretty cool. So Russia. So I'm going to call that $42. I'm going to say that is the end of the actual official turn. This is the YouTube recap. Now, if I change anything, then I have to include that this time in it. But right now, we're going to do one sub and 125, five infantry, one anti-aircraft in Karelia, two infantry, one fighter, and one anti-aircraft in Novgorod, Baltic as an infantry, East Poland, two infantry in Bessarabia, three infantry, one anti-aircraft in I think so. Yeah, in Ukraine. Bryansk has 4 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft, 2 artillery. West Ukraine has artillery, 5 tanks, 2 mech, and 2 infantry. 6 infantry, 2 artillery in Belarus, 5 infantry in Moscow. And then over here in Sakha, 2 infantry, 3 infantry, and 1 tank in Buryacha. 2 infantry near Kot and 2 infantry in Shensi. Um, an infantry in Persia and a tank in East Persia. 3 fighters, 1 diver in Caucasus. That's it. $42. All right. The Japanese are up. And I'm going to go to, let's see, I'm going to end the live stream and say goodnight, Gracie. All right. Fun game. Highly recommend it. But I would say the big thing is play it as a tournament. Either timed 8 hours and 45 minutes or end of round 6 or 7. And if you're really practicing for Gen Con, or you might want to practice 5. And you might want to practice several time